This is most from BeyBladeWorld.net. This video is called the Beyblade Legends Showdown. Metal Fight 40 versus Metal Fury. Cosmic Pegasus versus Big Bang Pegasus. This expires on March 7th, 2015, if I am correct. For those of you who are not aware about our Legends Showdown series, it is basically a series where we compare the Akiras Daddy to the Hasbro counterparts. For this comparison, we'll be doing the Big Bang Pegasus versus the Cosmic Pegasus. Before we even continue, we do have a giveaway for March 7, 2015. And what you have to do to enter is type which do you prefer, the Akiras Daddy or the Hasbro. So let's say, oh, I prefer Hasbro because, you know, I grew up with Hasbro. Maybe I like the parts of Hasbro, or Hasbro's awesome. And so on and vice versa for the Akiras Daddy. So, an interesting thing to start it off is the names. I don't really know why Hasbro changed the name from Big Bang to Cosmic. Maybe to make it sound less complicated. But other than that, I don't really know. It's Big Bang Pegasus FD. Of course, it says Big Bang Pegasus FD as well. And Akiras Daddy kind of makes it look a little bit wild with the text. BB105. BB105. So you can see the facefold Pegasus there. And then after, where is it? You kind of see on the side of the box, it shows facefold the Pegasus. The tattooed face spirits, you could say. So they do show off the bay and like, oh, Pegasus is spinning. They kind of give a good display of how it looks. Same for Hasbro. Each of them kind of look the same, but it still kind of gives an awesome display. Akiras Daddy actually shows a blader, and I believe that's what star constellation it is. They also show off what kind of new performance tip they have, so, and also give you a different launcher. Oh, another small detail, one's 40 system, another one, I think it's called a regular system or something. A regular attack type logo, really like original attack type logo, and Hasbro somewhere, is there even a, no, I think for Hyperblades got released, yeah, Hyperblades got released first, so they didn't really have time to make it, you know, show attack. So it's just going to be a quick thing on the side. For the side, the regular Hasbro, it would just like show what it includes. For Akiras Daddy, like I have said before, for Akiras Daddy, you know, since it's an FD, it's RF, and I believe it's like SF. Yeah, it's SF, and then after it spins a little bit, it's RF. They just show off more of a demonstration. A weird thing I really never knew is why they show customization. I guess they're trying to explore it, maybe. So for that one, it would be like Kerbex and Cosmic Pegasus. It would be like Big Bang Kerbex and like Kerbex Hell Pegasus 3. So yeah. There were different designs. Actually, they called Hyperblades, and the other one calls it 4D. The reason why it's called Hyperblades, they originally released something called the regular Metal Fury. Now that, I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of like a cheap way just to get the metal out. It was literally like the top half, you can see right here, it was like not even the PC frame in there. It was like only like this metal wheel, and that was it. The PC frame, it was just painted on. There was no FD. It was just a 105 R2F. Most bays didn't really need it. Like, for example, other bays didn't really need it until like later on they released something called Spark Effects. And then after they saw success with the Hyperblades, which was kind of like the 40s of the time. And then after later on, they finally released it into Legend series in August, I believe. So, yeah, that's just a quick explanation for names and a few facts. So how they display for Hasbro, they just say, oh, you can figure in 4 different ways. Now, they actually put all the stars together. Now, as for Akiras Daddy, first up, they show up how Pegasus works in the different modes. Also switch customization. So for Pegasus, it'd be like attack type, this many stars, defense type, this many stars, stamina type, this many stars. And it really just goes on and so forth. Just a small difference there. Oh, okay, yeah, they still advertise, you know, the products, they need to. But, that's really a comparison only for the front, and we'll be, yeah, the front's and the back and the side. So we'll be moving on to part by part, and then after fully assembled. So now as we can see, there are many parts from Hasbro and the Akiras Daddy. And for those of you who like are asking, Zankye, which one is Hasbro and which one is Akiras Daddy, let me just first zoom in on the face bolts. Excuse me. So, I know you can't really like notice it, but I'll tell you which one's which. Now, if you can actually see, the left is the Akiras Daddy, one right here, and the right, yeah, you can see right here. Left is Akiras Daddy, because I just put on the sticker. Right is the Hasbro. And even though maybe the Hasbro might look a little bit like it's Takara Tomy, it's not. The energy rings and like you can see all that stuff. So do not get confused. Okay, so let's move on to first the face bolts. An interesting fact is that I believe the original 4D Pegasus, not counting any special versions, Hasbro first had a tattooed face bolt, and then you had regular. I believe they did that with the original. They've made like more than one version of the Spark FX one. So with the Takara Tomy, which is the one Takara Tomy is like this one, Hasbro's the other one. So sorry if it keeps on shaking. Now actually, I think I seem to notice is that Takara Tomy, like the Big Bang Pegasus, it's like a big and it's like almost trying to come out of the face bolt. The Hasbro, they kind of shrink it a little bit in size, and the colors are a little bit less vibrant. Like you can see with Takara Tomy, it looks more red and like menacing. Hasbro kind of looks like purple, even though it's not. Might just be my personal opinion on how the colors work. But when we move on to the energy ring, now you can definitely see right away that the Takara Tomy, which is the one that's a little bit more lighter, if you can see. Takara Tomy, it's a little bit more lighter here, and you can kind of see the colors like, whew. It's awesome, it's amazing. Hasbro, they kind of made it a little bit more transparent, you can kind of see more sparkles. You can kind of like see, like, it kind of looks a little bit more magical, but that's just my personal opinion once again, on which really I prefer. But anyways, the PC frame, just lighter red and Hasbro's darker red. Wheels, cannot really compare because the mold's the same, just maybe probably one's a little bit lighter. Hasbro's kind of weird shine to it. I just noticed that. Like, this one's the actual Takara Tomy. This one, like, the middle might look like, oh, it's a little bit old. The Hasbro, for some reason, it's got this weird polish on here that makes it look like it's newer when it's not. I don't know, maybe like Hasbro got like spray paint that like makes it like shine forever, which is kind of weird. But anyways, another weird thing is that for Takara Tomy, it kind of looks a little bit older when it's not. Hasbro just looks, it looks shiny. Now this actually reminds me of the Pacific Mall, which we used to go to lots of times. We used to find lots of fake Beyblades, lots of them, like lots and lots. And the base kind of had those big differences, like the shiny wheels. I don't know, maybe Hasbro took like a course class on that, how to make fake Beyblades shine forever. I'm not complaining, like saying it's a bad thing, you know. A wheel is better when it shines, not like it's all rusted and broken. Not broken, but you know what you get my point. Now if we move on to the FD, Takara Tomy, you can kind of see like the paint on there. The paint's kind of like regular. Hasbro, I think they just like wanted to make the paint look a little bit more better. It kind of looks a little bit more vibrant on that one. And that's really all for the parts. I will now be assembling both of them. So as we can see, there's a few differences, but it still looks pretty awesome. Both of them still have their glory, because they're both Pegasuses. I don't know if it's even plural. Pegasi, I guess. Pegasi? I don't know. I'm going Pegasi for the plural of it. But you can kind of see a few differences with Fusion Wheel and the color. That you can kind of see, I don't know. I might be going back to a tie. I just feel like the Takara Tomy, it's like, it looks really awesome. You wanna know what? I know if this video comes a little bit long, but it's, okay, here's the bottom, by the way. This is actually a true thing. We didn't even have this magazine until now. There's this magazine. We didn't make a video of it yet. That magazine actually showed a sneak peek of what 4D was gonna look like. That was like the sneak peek for the first ever Bay, which is going to be like a Big Bang Pegasus. And I believe, like Akiras Daddy did a video on it, like a new Beyblade, like Pegasus or whatever in the description. And yeah, that was like a showcase. And we really didn't know much about 4D, but we remember the first time we saw this new Beyblade, it was like Flash Sagittarius in a special silhouette. And yeah, that's really just small information on how it is. For 4D, they kind of like to give sneak peeks on it, which I really did like. If you want to know what my favorite 4D is, it's actually Diablo / Proto Nemesis. Anyways, we will be doing a test launch in the stadium. I will not be doing the different modes, because the modes all play out the same way. So, anyways, we'll be going with Hasbro first. So, if we say in Hasbro, 3, 2, 1, let it rip! So with Hasbro, you can see it's a little bit more. It's kind of slow, but you have to bear with me that it is still a little bit aged, like a few months. It's still trying to shine off its wings, but So I actually want to speak. Oh, there we go. Okay, the RF just activated. Now, for those who don't know, Pegasus starts off with SF, and when the loss of its rotation has depleted, it activates its final counter mode, RF. This is a quick mode depending on how much rotation you have left. If you have a good enough launch and the angle you have a good enough chance. If you don't, well, you're doomed. This can be benefited to many players, and it is. Fun fact, Dragon Destructor's FN is the opposite of Pegasus's. Instead of it starting off from defense to attack, it actually starts from attack to defense. So it first spins, and then after, I'm zooming in on this. Yeah, that's what I love about Pegasus is Pegasi. I don't know what it's a plural. But, anyways, we'll be doing Takutami. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! It's new, so you have to bear with me. It's a little bit new, and it's still trying to show it off, so there might be a few things. After maybe a few battles, it'll kind of like get the experience it needs. I feel like I'm making a training academy for Beyblades. Like I'm making a school, like what to learn and what not to do. Hey, maybe I should make that a whole video series. All jokes aside. Pegasus, I'm just waiting until it activates RF, but let's just give it a little bit of a boost. Boop. It's not even RF yet. There you go, RF. I did tell you kind of benefits, kind of doesn't. You can kind of see how it changes a little bit. In the end, it depends on how much, like, how better your launch is, but that's, again, depends on how much of a good blader you are. If you want to get to which one, oh, okay, first off, that's amazing. But if you want to get to which one, even for the showdown, I suggest just really get which one you prefer. It's really on what you prefer. I prefer Takaratom, even though Hasbro comes up with really awesome combinations in the 2-packs. Even though I grew up with Hasbro, you know. Anyways, oh, whoopsie, there's too much zoom. So, I gotta say, I went to Hasbro for that one. Don't not forget about giveaway, which starts on March 7th, 2015. So, from 1st to 4th, it's, just, Hyperblades Pegasus. What you have to do to enter is just type in the comments which one you prefer, Hasbro, Tech, or Tommy. So anyways, if you want to like this video, come like it. If you want to favorite, share, no obligation on your side. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did.